Us. Hey, this is Robert, and thank you for tuning into Station Square, and hope everybody is doing well out there. And yeah, I know that we're just now almost, I say almost, we're in the second kind of quarter of the year, which is kind of insane,
Crazy.
man.
It's August.
Yeah, boy, it's about to be the first day of August. Let me see, 9, 8 and a half-ish hours from now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't I don't even know if that's even the most accurate time. But anyways, thank you for that. Thank you for joining me here. I know that I kind of go off on a little tangent like every time I start one of these, and I'm probably gonna go on another one before towards the end, which if you've seen my show, you probably know that is always the case. So anyways, with the business out of the way, let's talk about even more business with a guest of mine who you probably might have seen them around. Yeah, the VOWW, yeah, I just call it the vow. Like I would just say it like that. This is Rebecca Davis. Thank you so much for joining me, and yeah, we're
Hey.
just gonna talk a little bit about your career, and just I'm just rambling, so take it away.
Thanks for having
Yeah,
me.
this floor is yours.
And I'm a rambler too. I live in like squirrel zone most of my life, so it is easy for me to just tangent. Hi, what's going on over here? I feel you.
Yeah, I can relate. But anyway, let's just get right down to the nitty gritty here. How's your 2025 going? Just talk about
Oh wow.
anything that you wanted to, share at this time
Ah,
that you can actually talk about. Yeah, that's the. I'm just like talk about
isn't that the
stuff,
fun
but
stuff?
don't talk about everything.
I can't
Anyways,
believe. I mean, 2025. I can't believe it's August. I mean, it is literally, and you're right. In a few hours, it's gonna be the second half of the year, and I'm like, what? What happened? Have I reached any of my goals? What? We're in the third quarter? No. Okay, let's go. So it's been. God, this it's so hard when you think back all of a sudden. I'm like, what has this whole first part of the year been like already? I feel like I've been everywhere, but I've still been here, just trying to work and hustle like all of us have been doing. Oh, oh, I didn't hear you. Oh, there you
oh
are.
yeah, I'm just like, oh, I thought there was more, but no worries.
Oh no, I mean I can talk a lot. So
Yeah. Yeah, but well, what are so, I mean, I guess to go into my like first tech, technically first question, what would you say are what's something that's been really keeping you just because I know I mentioned the workouts and everything, so I guess we can talk a little bit about that, but also personally for you, what are some of the stuff that you've been working on, as an actress or just anything, so on and so forth, that's been really keeping you just excited, busy, just get those
yeah.
creative, just get the blood pumping, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I entered in a new phase of my career this year, actually. I started working in audio description, which I have just been loving, and really kind of taking a bit of a pivot. Not a pivot, it's still part of my career. I'm still doing everything else, but this is just a new little section of it. And one of my first projects, I was nominated for a People's Choice Award from the oh God, I'm gonna get it wrong. The oh no, oh no, I don't want to get it wrong. I don't want to get it wrong. I don't know if we're allowed to pause this or not. 'Cause I don't want to say the wrong name of it. Um, but it's the People's Choice Award for audio description, and it's been so great learning how to collaborate with a team on that, and bringing all of my background as coming originally from a stage acting background, and bringing that into audio description and with the writers and QC and the engineer and the companies, and I've just really been enjoying working on that right now. So that's been a really exciting new thing here in my career.
Yeah, and you mentioned stage and your little background. So would you say that that was kind of something that sort of was kind of like the beginning steps of how you started transitioning, like going into VO full time?
Yeah, that's a great question. I was a child actor. I've been acting on stage since I was too small. And I came out here for grad school and knew that there was more that I wanted to do. I had done a little bit of voiceover, a little bit when I was before I came out here, and I started working with a group in Artists Way, and everyone kept saying to me, like, why aren't you doing voiceover? You keep talking about how much you love doing voiceover, but you're not really pursuing it and you're not doing it. And I was doing on camera at the time and still doing stage, and I wasn't happy. And then I kind of took their advice and sort of flipped everything on its head and started pursuing voiceover. And I haven't looked back. I love it. It is my happy place is when I'm here, except when it's so freaking hot. But I'm still happy even when it's hot in here.
Yeah, so
Which
just so
reminds
we're on the same page, we're in LA.
Yes,
You're in LA too, right?
I am in LA. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Welcome
am.
to my world.
Yeah. You get it. I'm like, I've got my little fan in here. I got this one. I got everything to keep me cool because it's,
Dude, I actually have my AC
oh,
running all around the house, and it is, boy.
yeah.
Welcome to August, coming in a few hours. Or
Yeah.
I think it might already be August for those that are in like Australia and Japan and so on and so forth. So yeah,
They
it
already
is a
got it.
global type of business. So y'all see where I'm getting with this.
I wish I had some people have the booths with the AC in the air. I don't have that luxury.
Yeah,
I still have I call her
I
Betty
mean,
Booth. So
yeah. Oh, Betty Booth. Hey, I get you.
you got it.
Ah, yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, because whenever I record, I have to have everything all turned off, and having to record in the summertime is like, well, hey, you don't. I mean, it kind of feels like you're at the gym when you kind of feel like you want to skip it.
Oh
Just
yeah.
be real. I know a lot of y'all in the. I'm calling out a lot of y'all out there.
It's a little sauna. We have
We have a
our
yes,
personal
it's our little
saunas.
sauna. It everything. It's fine.
I don't need to
This is
work out.
fine. Yeah.
I've sweat out the calories in here, so we're good.
Boy, that's a mood. So yeah, like stage acting was kind of like your beginning of like your little like weird little, I guess, creative journey, so to speak. Right?
Yeah, and I still do stage, and I love stage. Like that's where my heart is. It's where it's where it started. It's where it is. I feel like I wouldn't be the voice actor that I am today if I didn't have the stage background and the training that I've had and the experience growing up and living this life. I think it all contributes to who I am as a voice actor, and so I wouldn't change it. I'm just so happy to be behind the mic and not in front of a camera, for me personally,
I mean,
except for
well,
this moment.
yeah. I mean, well, hey, my podcasts are usually on camera, so it's
I
we
love it.
gotta
No, we're good.
yeah. I mean, before it used to be like, okay, yeah, just audio only. And then, like a lot of us, we kind of joined Zoom and
Yeah.
yeah. So when we have to use our cameras and just present ourselves out into the world, it's like, well, okay, I might as well.
Yeah, right. I miss human contact though. I was doing a thing last night and we were talking about how much we miss going into the studio, like going into casting director's office and going to my agent's office for auditions, going into studios and seeing people in the waiting room. I mean, we still go into studios, but not nearly as much as we used to. And I miss that like human connection and the energy that we have that we get to feed off of each other. Oop,
I am
you're
right
back.
there with you. I don't know why it just muted me once again, but yeah, I am right there with you, man. Yeah. Because when you go to these, like the conferences, voiceover stuff that they be having, like
Hmm.
across I mean, around the world, I shouldn't say country,
Oh
but just
yeah.
literally across the globe, or just do the conventions and, yeah, you just it's kind of the closest that you'll probably get because I know that some studios are opening back up, but it's kind of one actor at a time. It's not like fully ensemble anymore. So really, I think conventions are kind of like the closest that you'll get to like having like a sort of mini reunion just with
Yeah,
everyone. You know what I mean?
absolutely. I mean, I feel so fortunate. I have one project that I work on and on, that is ensemble reads, and like those days are, oh, they're so glorious. I
Yeah,
love them so much. But you're absolutely right. The conferences, that's why I go to so many of them. It's like my chance to catch up with people. I find, and people kind of point this out sometimes. They're like, really? I'm like, yes. That at some of these conferences, I spend more time with my LA friends than I do in LA. Like in 3 days, I'm like, I've spent more time with you today than I have in like a year. Because even here, the city is so big. Everyone's working from home and, you never get to be together. And it's suddenly like, oh yeah, we could actually sit here and have lunch and then hang out later and go be with that person. And I get more quality time.
Yeah, if we even get to do that, because look, after everything opened back up, I'm not saying that, well, all of us, we kind of work day to day, and sometimes we have bills to pay, and we're just continuing to do what we love. But man, I just kind of miss those moments where we can kind of be more spontaneous and just catch up for, like, get a sandwich or just do coffee or just do something like that. But it feels like, yeah, nowadays, it's just kind of getting a little trickier just to, you know, actually hang out in person and not do, Zoom or just virtual and stuff like
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally know what you mean. And I feel like that was something that the pandemic, I think, was like a little bit of a blessing and a curse in terms of Zoom and being able to see people and spend this time together on camera. And we got really used to it. So like I have groups where we meet once a month or once a week or whatever, and we're on our Zoom, but it keeps us connected at least, which is nice when we can't physically hug.
Exactly, yeah. Or when you do those, what did they do when you have like the cast Q&As on like Streamily or something? Yeah, where you just have like those virtual like Q&As and then signings, but you're kind of still working, so you're not really interacting. So, yeah,
Yeah.
but what for the rare moments where you do meet up at a conference or a convention and then you do lunch or something like that, I feel like those are kind of like the sweet moments in midst of all of the craziness. Like I've been
Yeah.
to so many conferences. Um, actually, I think I may end up doing the what do they have over here in LA? Like that's voiceover coming
That's
up in just
voiceover.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if and I always say this, and Lord willing, if I actually go, if I don't have something going on the very weekend that it always happens, like that would just be like a miracle. But every single year, without fail, something always comes up that weekend, and I just
Oh
cannot
yeah.
go.
It's always in during the holiday season too.
Yeah, and especially when it's during the holidays. So that is just always like, yeah, no, that's a no go for me. But any other time of the year is fine. It's just that holiday crunch time, dude.
Everyone
One of
decides to
these
have their
years.
parties. And
I
you're
know,
like,
yeah,
wait, you're all
yeah.
doing it on the same night?
Wait, you're
Why?
doing it? Yeah, yeah. It's like, hey, let's just hang out. No, not. It's not that weekend. No. Yeah.
Oh, I feel you.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because you got like, I think Halloween. No, it's Thanksgiving, then Hanukkah, Christmas, New Year. Oh my, yeah,
It just goes so fast. Once you
exact.
hit like
All of it.
Halloween, you're like, so it's the
Oh,
next year now, right?
oh, okay. I
2026?
guess we gotta. Okay, Halloween's done. Thanksgiving. Go, 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 go.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
it's rough. The
yeah.
struggle is real during the holidays. That is for sure.
Exactly. Yeah. But I would love to do one of those because if I do go in December, that probably would be the first conference that I've been to. I've done conventions though, like comic,
Hmm.
conventions and all those places and it's actually really nice where you get to see the people who, cosplay or do art and they're in the acting and show business and you get to really just really be yourself in a way because
Yeah.
I'm noticing that with a lot of these places it's like, oh yeah, look, you like Spider-Man or you like Sonic or anime and stuff like that. I think this is probably where you can kind of start expressing yourself and be weird in a good way. I
Yeah.
do
Well,
want it to
yeah.
clarify, in a good way. Don't be that guy. Don't be that weirdo.
Right, right.
Exact.
Just be
Yeah.
cool. Just be cool.
Just be cool. Yeah, and
Be
be
cool
and
and don't be a
real.
schmuck. That's all.
Yeah, words to live by. Uh, Yeah, I'm just noticing we haven't really been, I haven't been really asking a lot of questions. We've just been, well, we did say that we were going to ramble, so this is just kind of us just rambling for like, I don't know how long it's been now. So yeah, going into my next,
Yes.
like legit question. Yeah, so I kind of wanted to talk to you about, the vow as I nickname it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so tell us about it.
So VOWW, Voice Over Weekly Workout, that was started, and I'm not good with recall memory of years, but it was started by Jay Preston and Tim Friedlander and the great late, I love Brad Venable. Years ago, the voice bank existed, and you could submit to be heard by a casting director or a voice director and get a little bit of feedback. And Voice Bank got bought out and that went away. And so Tim and Brad and Jay wanted to be able to continue that for the community, that idea of being able to get feedback without costing an arm and a leg. Because we don't get feedback from auditions. We send them out into the sphere and hope that something happens. We don't know. And so they started that, the VOWW, and it was great. And they were doing really great things and like giving back to the community this way of bringing that back. And then after Brad passed, love you, Brad. After Brad passed, they asked, Tim and Jay asked Jen Wong and myself if we could come on and help keep things moving along and keep it going and bring in guests and run the nights and do the websites and all that stuff. And of course, we both said yes. And so, honestly, couldn't even tell you how many years that's been. It's it's been a while. It's been a while. Um, and it's great. I love it. And I really love being able to, like how they had set it up. This is like our way of being able to give back to our community and to talk with these guests. And I run we've seen each other on those. I run the Zooms when they have the extra Zoom feedback. And it's always great to watch everybody, like you do in classes and working with the director. And what I found really nice is over the years I've been watching specific actors grow and flex their skills and learn even more and more and more. I've been able to watch them over the past few years, and it's been really cool. I love it.
Exactly, because when you watch the actors and other students just go absolutely ham behind the mic, it just really inspires you to just go go for more, pretty much.
Yeah.
Just push yourself in a really healthy way because you want to learn from others that are just as eager and crazy behind the microphone as you are.
Oh yeah, and you can learn so much from watching other people work and
True.
from like don't be the best in the room, like learn from everybody around you. And it's hard to have a safe place to be able to take those leaps and play around. And I've seen people doing that in the workouts, and it's really fulfilling. A lot of people have grown.
Yeah, for sure. So since you've been, kind of, oh my God, I know the word for it, but it is just blank in my mind. So when you're like facilitating, there we go,
There's the
doing the
word.
workouts. Yeah, geez,
I
it
forget
just
that
came to
word.
me.
Facilitating. Right.
Yeah, so when you're doing these, like, what is something that you kind of learn from from the people that you bring in, as well as the students, and just what you take away from, helping these people grow?
Do you mean like in terms of what I've learned from them as an actor?
I mean,
Like,
well, not just as an actor, but like how you kind of run like the workouts and just
yeah.
everything in between. Yeah.
Um, just in a logistical sense, to be able to stay on task but be loosey-goosey. Because I always try to take time with every guest ahead of time. We chat before we start because some people want someone to sit there with a timer and be like, okay, we got to move on. It's 6 minutes. Everyone gets their allotted time or 8 minutes or whatever. And some just kind of want, like, they're like, no, I just want to go. And if we go overtime, we go overtime. And so a lot of it has been about just trying to read the room and read the people and read the crowd and see how we want things moving along. Do we want to be very like go 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 or just see what happens and let's go off with it and see where the afternoon or the evening takes us, per se.
Yeah, just mess around and find out what happens.
Yeah, right. Isn't that what we're all doing? I try to, when I'm running them, really like create a playful environment. Like I said earlier, like a safe environment as well. I just want everyone to always feel welcome, and everyone is on different levels in their career and different spots. And I just want everybody to feel welcome and comfortable. And I also love watching the chat and how, like, I had one this morning and I was watching it, and it was just so lovely because everybody was so supportive of one another, like talking to each other about, oh my God, that second take, you grew so much. I'm watching you, like, this is great. You totally took our direction. And there is this like camaraderie feeling, and oh yeah, I saw you at the last one. And it's really great.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's just something that's just really great about, those workouts too. I mean, not just with the voiceover weekly workouts, but just anywhere, really.
Oh yeah. That's one of the things we love about the voiceover community is that we are very supportive of one each support. I can talk. Supportive of each other. There we go.
This is every day
Oh my
in my
gosh.
life for me.
Supportive of one another. There we go. I did it. Very proud of myself right now. Supportive of one another. Yeah, that's the voiceover community in
Yeah,
a nutshell.
absolutely. Yeah, that's just it in a nutshell. So, having said all that, would you say that just doing workouts and just giving back to, so many different actors is something that you really cherish so much and just because you've been in the business for a long time, so would you say that that's also one of the biggest just blessings that you've been able to provide over the last couple of years?
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Yes. Yes, it is. I'm so happy that I can give back and that I have something to give back. I had so many people when I was starting out that were helping me and going out of their way, and it's a pay it forward type of world. And that's something we were talking about this last night as well. That Don LaFontaine was known for, of taking people along in the limo and taking them out for the day, letting them, any questions you got, let me help you out. And he helped propel so many careers that way. And I'm not comparing myself. I'm just saying, like, that kind of ideology of paying it forward and ways that every individual can give back in one way or another. Doesn't have to be monetary. It doesn't. There's so many things that you can do to just help the next person. Even I still want people to help me. like like it's just all is a funnel, and it just all goes forward to other people. And I think it's really special when you can find a way that you can pay it forward and give back to a community that has done so much to help you. I think is I think it's important for us. And it makes you feel good.
Yeah, I feel good. And yeah, that's because we did talk about, some of the stuff that you're kind of working on just as in voiceover and, doing the audio, all that stuff. So would you say that that's been really helping you just, stay on top of everything and just staying consistent throughout the year?
Yeah, consistency is it's a challenge. I'm not gonna pretend it's not. The career, as I've said for years and years, is a roller coaster. I'm just like so high and like I'm working every day. And then there are days and time goes by and I'm like, am I ever gonna work again? Is anyone ever gonna hire me again? And it's so hard to get out of that mental state. And I'm really um, thankful for the community that I have to lean on during those times where it's not so great, and like trying to find other ways to keep it consistent, trying to find my own clients, talking to my one of the things that I have is this accountability group that we've been meeting every Tuesday. I mean, I don't even know how I feel like it's been like 6 7 years at this point, and I look forward to my Tuesday night meetings with them because that is a place to figure out was great last week, what sucked last week, what can I improve on for next week, what can I do to help propel myself forward. And it's not always about business. Uh, I mean, we've been together for so long, so it goes off on tangents sometimes, but that's also okay because sometimes that's what you need. And they really help me with staying consistent for sure. And now that the strike is over, yay, I can be more consistent again.
Accountability.
Yeah, it helps.
Yeah, for sure. So if you were to think back to anything of, because we all got to have our moments where, because we kind of go through, just imposter syndrome and so on and so forth. So what would be like the
Oh,
major
imposter
pivotal, yeah, memory of of it just brings you back to your zone and just reminds you why you love, voice acting and your stage and just doing all this crazy stuff, just in general.
Wow, that is such a good question. And I do not know the answer. So, are you asking me like what's a something that reminds me why I love this? Like
Yeah.
centers me sort of?
Yeah, it just kind of centers you when everything just tries to get us down or just knocks us down and we
Yeah.
attempt to get back. We get back up every time. Like, look, it's kind of like, look, history
Yeah.
repeats itself over and over. No matter how many times we get knocked down, we always get back up. And then we get knocked down and get back up. So
Get
blah,
up and
blah,
up
blah, blah, blah,
again.
blah, blah, blah.
There's a song there.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, my husband, he has such a great memory, thank goodness, because I don't. And he, when I get in like a rut and I am just depressed and upset about career and this and that and the other, and he'll pick certain years and he'll be like, honey, remember where you were in 2017 or 2021 or, and then I'm like, I don't remember years, honey. You just get a little broader. But he's like, think about where you were 10 years ago, 5 years ago, and, all these points and where you are now and how happy you'd be then, how freaking thrilled to be where you are now. And it just like, whenever he does that, I'm like, oh, you know what? You're right. Like the me starting out and like 15 years ago is when I like started. Eh, Yeah, yeah. The me when I had like my first job, it was like 19, well, I don't even know, it was a long time ago when I did my first voiceover job. And I would I would kill to be where I am now. And now I would probably kill to be where I want to be. But it's good to be reminded of that. It's your beginnings, your origin story, I guess you'd say.
Right on. Dude, that is just so absolutely spot on, man. I think it's kind of like a pretty good, like, just sort of capper to close out this episode. Yeah, I don't know if I have any more questions except any bit of advice, any last words or wisdom that you want to bestow on the audience before we conclude for today.
Well, yes. It's so funny because literally someone asked me this last night too. And my answer was kind of threefold. One was if you're just starting out, consume everything you can, all the media that you can in terms of the genres that you want to go into. So if you want to be in video games and you're not a gamer, or play games, but if you're not a gamer, go online, go on YouTube and type in gameplay and the games that you know that you love that you want to be in. Watch the cinematic scenes, watch people playing the games, watch JRPG gameplay. If you want to do dubbing, get on just your regular television, put on closed captioning, mute, and talk along with the characters. Fit into the flaps. There's so much you can consume without you. Absolutely should be going to classes, but you can consume all of that. If you want to do animation, make sure you're watching different types of shows. Everything is different. But also, beyond education, which is just so important, is not to lose who you are as a human being and lose yourself trying to fit into a mold of what you think other people either want you to be or what you should be. It just, eh, and I got to take my own advice on this one. I was like, just be you. Just try not to lose who you are and never be afraid of asking for help when you need it. Because this career can be amazing and it can have some downtimes. Um, and just have a community for yourself. And yeah, I could babble on. I'll stop myself there.
Yeah, true. And anybody that you want to, share your love and give shout outs to, because you mentioned Tim and,
Oh, Tim and
the late
Jay.
Brad. We still miss him to this day. Let me see. And Jay, I think those two I've had on my show in the, I don't,
Oh, awesome.
time is really messy with me right now. So yeah, if there's anybody else that you also wanted to share your love to, just have
I
at
have
it.
such a list. Like, I can't even like I have a lot of love. I have a lot of love in my heart for a lot of people. And I can't even begin to open that box at the moment, but they all know who they are. Yeah.
Well, I guess with that, you want to plug your socials where people can check out your stuff,
Sure.
where they can find the voiceover weekly now look at me,
Yes.
voiceover weekly
Yes.
workouts, and yeah, just self promo. Take it
Okay. I'm
away.
so bad about this stuff. For me, if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm Rebecca's Voice, REBECCASVOICE. Did I spell that right? Yeah. And you can find me on Facebook. I'm pretty much an open book, which is some people think dangerous at times. I'm sort of like, you know what? I have my flaws. I have my good days. I have my bad days. I don't only post my crappy time. I mean, only post my great times. So you can find me on Facebook. I talk a lot about travel and adventure and being ridiculous and shenanigans and dogs. Voiceover Weekly Workout, you can reach us at voweeklyworkout.com. Sign up for the mailing list. And you'll get our emails. We have guests every other week. We've already got it scheduled through next year, and we're just now going to start scheduling for 2026. So it's great. We got some great people coming up. So those are my social
Excellent
plugs.
day. Yeah. For the outro, would you like to do like I usually have the guests say this, where it's my name is Rebecca Davis. I've done voice list of roles you've played, and check out the Vow, and this is Station Square with Robert Jackson.
Wait, say that again. What am I
It's
saying?
Station Square. Okay, so your name, talk about the workouts and other voiceover stuff that you've done, and this is Station Square with me, Robert
And
Jackson.
this is Station Square with
Robert
Robert
Jackson.
Jackson. Okay, okay. Um, so I'm saying hello, goodbye. All right. Hey everyone, this is Rebecca Davis. Thanks for joining us today with the VoiceOver Weekly Workout as well. Please join us via weeklyworkout.com. You may have heard me in The Walking Dead, in Incredibles 2, Final Fantasy, a whole bunch of different ones, Asgard's Wrath 2, a whole bunch of dubbing, a lot of animation, and a lot more video games that my little brain cannot remember offhand. So thank you for joining this. Oops, wait, I forgot something.
Oh,
Oh
this is
no.
Station Square
Station Square.
podcast.
I
Yeah,
knew I forgot something. See my brain. Okay. Should I just jump back in there and say
yeah. Just jump back. Yeah.
this is this is Station Square with Robert Jackson.
Perfect.
Ja!
Haha. Yeah, I just realized we did not even talk about walking or incredible. We didn't even talk about any of the stuff that you've voiced in, but that's okay. I mean, people kind
That's
of
fine.
know. They could just go to your website and check out your
This was
stuff.
just us. Oh, I forgot to say my website address. That's all
Yeah,
right. That doesn't matter. This is just about us having a conversation. Not really, you
exactly.
know? I'm gonna
I
open
mean,
this door before I die. Oh, yeah.
yeah, for sure. So yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good day, stay hydrated, and yeah, God loves you,
Oh, we're
God
still
bless, and
recording.
yeah, we are. Okay, take care. Have a good day.
That was amazing. I thought we were done.
No, we're done for real. Okay.
That was incredible. I'm so sorry. I hope I didn't mess up your podcast.
No worries. All right, bye.
Thanks, Robert.